Hey everyone, One Spittin' here with another battle report. So I really only attend one major tournament every year. It's Buckeye Battles in Columbus, Ohio, in July, which is about 2.5, 3 months away. So I'm going to have several games where I'm just trying out different lists to see which one I want to take to the tournament. So going against Ogre Kingdoms, 2,400 points, rolled up a Dawn Attack. Starting at the right, for one, we rolled up terrain as it says in the rule book, and even then we didn't use as much as we probably should have, and then through most of the terrain at the very edges. There was so much terrain and so much magical stuff. So there's an Altar Arcane over here. On his For his troops, he's got an Iron Blaster on the right, of course, Lead Belchers. There's a Saber Tusk behind him, a Thunder Tusk, three Mournfang, unit of Ogre Bulls with a Butcher level 2, another unit of Bulls with a Battle Standard Bearer in there, and then some more Lead Belchers, some Iron Guts behind it, and they've got the Slaughtermaster with them, and then there's another Saber Tusk. And there's a Saber Tusk behind his two units of Ogre Bulls too. So on my far left, I've got, well, I guess in the middle, I didn't point it out, there's Kimrian Quicksand, and here on the left is a Banestone. I've got a Gorgon, Tuskor Chariot, unit of Gore. Here in the middle is my Horde of Gore with my Battle Standard Bearer, Harpies behind him. Another unit of Gore with my Great bray-shaman. And then my Best of Gore with the Standard of Discipline with my Beast Lord and some Harpies behind them. So, of course, it was Dawn Attack, so we couldn't really choose where things went. I didn't like that my general was way over here on the right-hand side. I don't mind the Best Scores going against the Thunder Tusk. I'd really like to get him into the Mournfang. So I guess overall I'm okay with where that, how that ended up. If I can get these guys within 6 inches of that Altar of Cain, give Best of Gore Frenzies with reroll, and that would be crazy. So we go to Beastmen turn 1, and yeah, I move up. Move up on the right. Not quite as much, I don't think. Ogres turn 1, he moves, as you can see. And one mistake I made, I don't know if it's a mistake, but getting the Gorgon, I mean, I rolled in the far left, so there's not a whole lot I could do, but his Lead Belchers could get within 6 inches of the Banestone, so when they shoot, they're going to be have +1 to wound. And the only thing the Gorgon has going for him is high toughness, so that could spell problems for me. There we go. We're all the way over there. He knows how he took his Iron Blaster on the right and is facing all the way down the lines to my Gorgon. Yeah. So we're in the magic phase. His level 2 miscast kills a bull and makes my chariot take a panic test, and it fled. So, yeah, overall not a big deal. Yeah, so it was his Iron Blaster put 4 wounds on my Gorgon, and then the Lead Belchers were able to take off the last couple wounds. So there's 275 points down the table, down the drain. I don't, whenever I take him, I know that if my opponent has cannons, he's not going to last very long. So, it's just the downside of taking him. And I think in a tournament you're going to find cannons, so I just need to deal with it, get used to it. So Beastman turn 2. Again, I move up. The thing I don't like about this list is I don't have enough offensive weapons to force people to come to me. I do have the Amber Spear in this game, but other than that, I have to go to him, which allows him to angle and do whatever he wants. So here on the left, my Gore, I believed, charged his Lead Belchers. They fled. I redirected and then to the Bulls and failed my charge. Put the Harpies up there because I didn't want him to be able to get a dual charge with his Bulls and his Iron Guts into my little unit of Gore. And over here, I put the Harpies up there because I didn't want his Mournfang coming into my Best of Gores in a combined charge. I wouldn't mind the Mournfang coming in by themselves, but with a combined charge with the Thunder Tusk and probably even the Iron Blaster, no, there's only so much those Best of Gores can take. Let's see, during the magic phase, my Great bray-shaman gets Irresistible Force on the beefed up Amber Spear, so kills a few guys, takes a wound, puts 3 wounds on the Thunder Tusk, which makes him more manageable. And we go to Ogre's turn 2. So let the carnage begin. As his general's unit with the Iron Guts charge my Harpies, his Bulls with the Battle Standard Bearer charge my unit of Gore. The other unit of of bulls. I don't know if he just moved up or if that was a failed charge or what, but they are, as you can see them. That says Ogres turn 2. That must be yeah, whatever. Ogres turn 2. And then here on the right, yeah, of course, his Mournfang go ahead into the Harpies, and his Thunder Tusk and his Iron Blaster come into the Bestigor. And with those two, I'm okay. I think they may win this first round of combat, but I've got a bunch of Strength 6 attacks. I've got Frenzy on these guys. At Strength 6 is just fantastic. Plus my Beast Lord's there. So yeah, I think for the most part I'm going to kill those things. Yeah, I don't love all the damage I'm going to take. So we go to the left. It was pretty predictable. My Harpies died. The bulls killed a lot of my gore, but I was steadfast and stuck around. I was kind of hoping I would have done more wounds to him. I'm not sure I did any. Whatever I did, it certainly wasn't very much. And over here is kind of funny. Was let's see, my Beast Lord killed the Thunder Tusk. The rest of our guys didn't kill the Iron Blaster, but certainly beat him in combat. And when he fled, because we were frenzied because of the dang Altar of Cain, we had to pursue, which just was awful. Because if we could have killed him and could have just reformed, we could have charged those guys into his Mournfang and just really done some damage there. So, yeah, that was not as I had hoped. So now they're kind of out of the way. So Beastmen turn 3. I was very, very happy with this turn of events here. So my Horde of Gore with my Battle Standard Bearer, we had to charge through the Khemrian Quicksand. I didn't lose too many guys from it, and we got to charge into a unit of bulls, of course. And if we overrun, we're going to easily get into the flank of his other unit of bulls. So I really kind of think that I should be doing a ton of damage there. Now I think he got his regen spell off every unit within 12 inches. So I'm not going to get as many wounds as I would love, as I was like to, but with a charge and 3 ranks and an extra banner and the wounds that I do, I should just mop these guys up. Then I can get into the flank of the other unit of bulls before we fight that one. And between the two, I could get both these units and 2 characters off the table and still be set up to handle those Iron Guts with his general. So the left side of the board I am very, very, very happy with. Yeah, very, very excited for that. On the right side, I go ahead and charge my Great bray-shaman's unit into the Mournfang. Really, I don't expect to win combat, although I am going to try to get the, use magic to help beef this unit up. I don't remember if I had transformation or not, but anyway, so with a little help, we can stick around to the Bestigors, maybe come back to help. He has a lot of attacks, but he only has 3 models. Over the general's unit, they of course just reform. Overall, it looks like that. If you see the combat with the Mournfang, I think I did 2 wounds total. He did a ton. That's just scary. I think I had a -1 to hit, and he still did a ton of wounds. I think he just rolled kind of well. But we were steadfast and stuck around. Here on the left, it just broke my heart. One, my Battle Standard Bearer's Horde of Gore with a +1 strength banner, re-rolling to hit, and I did next to no wounds on him. I don't know, I don't remember, but I did 1, 2, 3 wounds max. Just crazy. I thought I was going to kill half that unit. And I still won combat by a lot, and he rolled Snake Eyes. And so when he rolled Snake Eyes, I obviously couldn't overrun. The other unit of bulls tore up the remainder of my small unit of gore, and the whole left flank just went to crap, just like that. Because now, not only did I not get those 2 units and 2 characters off the table, now his general and the Iron Guts are going to get a counter charge into my horde, and that's not going to go well. Matter of fact, I think that is a huge turning point in the game. Ogres turn 3, he charges my chariot, I flee, he's stuck out there in the middle of nowhere. His general charged my horde. Over here, he's just bringing his Thunder Tusks up to redirect my Bestigor. Yeah, that's going to hurt. And so they beat me. They did so many wounds that I wasn't even steadfast, and that's crazy. He did just a ton of wounds. Um, ran down the unit. Uh, oh, I mean, oh, it was heartbreaking. Over here, I was really lucky to stay steadfast. I only did one more wound on his Mournfang. I couldn't do anything against these guys. Uh, let's see, I think he shot at me over here and didn't do too much damage. On my turn, the Bestigors weren't going to be able to charge the anything except the one Saber Tusk. So my general charged out at his unit of lead belchers, and he fled, and he redirected to the Mournfang and failed his charge. And so, yeah, so we still have the Curse of Honor here off. He's -1 to hit. It just doesn't matter. I think we're in a challenge with this champion and my Great bray-shaman, which it's nice because I'm weapon skill 10. So it's 5s to hit me, and then 5s for the rider to hit me, to wound me, and 4s for the Mournfang to wound me. And between everything, he's not able to get any wounds off. So that's kind of nice. Ogres turn 4. He moves up, as you can see, just sweeping around the table. Of course, everything over here rallies. It kills the last of my gore unit, but he still can't do any wounds to my Great bray-shaman, which I think is kind of funny. So Beastman turn 5. Charge my general into the lead belchers. I think he had moved a Saber Tusk up, so I couldn't quite charge the Mournfang. That's where I wanted to charge. So I said, screw it. I just charged the lead belchers anyway. Hopefully my Great bray-shaman can just stick around for a while. The Bestigors go ahead and charge the Saber Tusk just to get him out of the way. Yeah, there's that. There's that. And yeah, I should win that one. So of course the Saber Tusk dies. My general kind of mops up the lead belchers. They flee. He reforms. They run off the table. And my Great bray-shaman kills I think I got Savage Beast of Horus off, and so he killed the Mournfang champion, which was nice. And now we're just stuck in combat with the standard bearer. Ogres turn 5. He's not really rushing to get into combat because, well, A, he's won the game anyway, so why do it? And B, he would want to double charge my Bestigors, and he can't quite do that. So he just puts the Mournfang there, the Saber Tusk there, so my Bestigors can't get into his Mournfang. And over here, amazingly, he still doesn't do a wound to my Great bray-shaman. My Great bray-shaman, even with Savage Beast, only does 1 wound on him. So he's got 3 attacks normally, so 6 attacks at strength 7, re-rolling to hit, and I do 1 stinking wound on the guy. So Beastman turn 6. Bestigors charge a Saber Tusk because why not? I put my Beast Lord into the Mournfang, just trying to get some revenge there. Yeah, it says the Savage Beast is up, but that spell goes away. And during his magic phase... Oh, wait, that's not true. Yeah. So at the end of it, we only did 2 wounds on this guy. That's with a Beast Lord. Oh, it was so frustrating. Okay, so couldn't wound him. At least my Bestigors win. That was nice. Go to this turn. On his magic phase, he gets regen up, and I used all my dice to try to spell it, and couldn't do it. And so then he gets +1 strength, +1 toughness, and I just couldn't stop his magic phase at that. He directs all of his attacks at my Beast Lord because he's frustrated not being able to get past my high weapon skill on my Great bray-shaman, and he kills my Beast Lord. Yeah, I thought that was great. So Great bray-shaman broke from combat, and that's the end of the game right there. So a crushing loss to the Beastmen. Yeah, I don't know. I found myself frustrated with the list. I'm not sure it was the list's fault. I think I just need to play it better. It was very, very disappointed with my inability to wound him. But, he was able to get his regen spell off. He just, he knew that was the only spell he needed, so he threw 6 dice at it, and I would throw 6 dice, and I couldn't stop it. So, it's tough it's an uphill battle anyway when you're going against a 4-up regen save. So maybe I should cut the list some slack and just give it a try a few more times. But I thought I'd try this out before trying other lists, and it did not turn out too well. So that was it. Hope you enjoyed it.